After a weekend of dramatic actions of Premier League football, Chelsea went to the City Ground to defeat Nottingham Forest by 3-0. And over the weekend, the star match of the weekend, talking about Liverpool versus Manchester United at Anfield, saw Harry Maguire stun Liverpool as Manchester United condemned Liverpool to their 4th straight defeats in a row. In my previous video, I've given my match reaction between Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea, and also the Premier League game review of round 8 of the English Premier League. Check my previous video. Much appreciated. Thank you for watching. In this video, I bring you the latest on Chelsea. I have good news for you. I call it good news because, in my opinion, Chelsea is just about to put a square peg in a square hole. Let's dive into it. Check the latest coming from the Athletics. Chelsea in talks to appoint Dave Fallows to senior sporting leadership role. Ex-Liverpool director left Liverpool Football Club last October, likely to join Chelsea Football Club to work with existing executives on areas including scouting, players' pathways, football development. Fabrizio Romano went on to say, Chelsea are closing in on the appointment of former Liverpool director of scouting, Dave Fallows. Senior role ready for Fallows as he is going to be part of the current structure, including Paul Winstanley, Lawrence Stewart, Joe Shield, and Sam Joel. When this news broke out, a lot of Chelsea fans began to react to it with a particular phrase, that there are many cooks in the kitchen. To some extent, yes, I quite agree. There are many cooks in the kitchen because lots of sporting director in the Chelsea football structure. But then, is Dave Fallows one man Chelsea should let go? I don't think so, and that is why I said it's good news. And Chelsea need to have Dave Fallows. And after signing Dave Fallows, it's left for the board to actually look inward of the others that we currently are, who is not actually fit for purpose, then do the needful. But as it stands, if we look at the current Chelsea structure, we have about, let me call all of them sporting directors, but the main sporting directors we have are Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart. Joe Shield joined Chelsea from the Manchester City structure, and ever since joining, no doubt he has been instrumental when it comes to players recruitment. Joe Shield was actually instrumental when Chelsea brought in Cole Palmer in 2023 because he has actually worked with Palmer in the Manchester City Academy ranking. And Joe Shield also, when it comes to recruitment, have also been instrumental in the signing of Romeo Lavia, and also he was key and advocated for the signing of also Liam Delap. But if we look at all of this, and if we look at their pedigree, what they actually bring to the table when it comes to football development, I think put them apart with the Fallows that actually worked for Liverpool for over a decade. You actually know that the Fallows is more experienced, have what it takes to develop Chelsea football than Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart. That is my personal opinion. But from what I have looked, from his credentials, from his CV, the Fallows was appointed to join Liverpool in 2014 precisely, and he has been in Liverpool for about 10 years because he actually resigned from Liverpool October last year. And Chelsea currently definitely want the Fallows. But why a lot of people are saying it's a kind of duplication of position. No, it's not. Football have actually gone past that arcade age, like what happened in the past when Roman Abramovich took over as Chelsea owner. And what did Roman Abramovich did? He actually looked for the best sporting director. He actually got Peter Kenyon, who was with Manchester United, brought him to Chelsea football, and then it was from the club owner to sporting director to the manager. And that was the three order in which things were being done in football club. But football have gone past that stage. What they do now, from the owner, we have ranks of sporting director, we have the recruitment director, we have the football development director, we have the football pathways, and also the transfer director. All of these are in the body of that sporting director. But one thing is clear, Dave Fallows is not a sporting director, he's a director of scouting. And he has actually done a great job in that role at Liverpool. So let's take a look at what the Fallows actually did while at Liverpool. Check this out. The Fallows' responsibility at Chelsea will be expected to include scouting players' pathways and football development. He oversaw the signing of crucial modern Liverpool figures such as Firmino, Mané, Mohamed Salah, Andy Robertson, and Alisson. That report is coming from David Houston. So I think its responsibility coming to Chelsea he will be responsible for players' pathway and football development. And that is one thing he specialized on, and he has actually done very well while at Liverpool. You can actually see, according to record, the caliber of players he actually brought in to Liverpool during his time. Talking about Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mané, Andy Robertson, Alisson Becker, and Firmino. And all of these players for the past decade have actually been the spine that have held Liverpool Football Club till date. And also, he was responsible, after coming to Liverpool, he was responsible for the signing of Jurgen Klopp. One would argue that at that period of 10 years, what did they actually achieve with Liverpool? Man, they won everything. They won the Champions League, they won the Premier League, they won the FA Cup, they won everything with Liverpool, but once. But one would say, it's just once. No, it could be Jurgen Klopp and that Liverpool setup happened to be at the time when Pep Guardiola and Manchester City were at their peak, and we all knew how Liverpool was playing football at that period. So, Dave Fallows, in my opinion, is one man I think Chelsea should actually acquire in order to fit in and also enhance football growth in Chelsea. The report went on to say, Dave Fallows, the celebrated Liverpool recruitment expert, is set to take up a similar senior role at Chelsea. He has been approached by Begdad Egbali and his fellow investor to join a well-resourced recruitment team at Stamford Bridge. He is expected to have a range of duties, including scouting and data, player development, pathways and loan, and football operations. The latter is expected to include recruitment of coaches and staff as well as players. Well, we've seen the role in which Baghdadi will actually want to put in the responsibility that will be assigned to the fellows. And that those responsibilities include players' development pathways, scouting and data, and also football operation. All of this is one thing that is one function that the fellows is actually definitely good at. And when it comes to data, players' data, man, is a professional and an expert with data when it comes to that field. So I think it's definitely going to be a square peg in a square hole. And the signing of the fellows to join those ranks of executives, talking about Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Sewell and even Joshua, will definitely be a group or a team of people that can work very well in order to enhance the growth of Chelsea Football Club. So going forward, and also its responsibility will also include signing of coaches if possible, and also players. But then currently Chelsea have no issue with Enzo Maresca, because Enzo Maresca currently is definitely doing a very good job. And one thing with Enzo Maresca currently is beginning to steady the ship while Chelsea is going forward. I mean, you can actually saw what happened over the weekend. Went away, defeated Nottingham Forest, and even before that game, before the international break, defeated Liverpool. I've gone 2 straight wins. I mean, 2 good wins in a row. That is just what we want to see of Chelsea going forward. But currently, Enzo Maresca is better off as Chelsea manager, and all you just need is the support of the club going forward. So the report went on to say from Fabrizio Romano, Enzo Maresca keeps doing an important job for Chelsea. Club very happy with their manager and their players. So for Enzo Maresca at the moment, the club is happy with him, with what he's doing, and also with the player. Everybody is definitely happy. So let's switch gear. Report came out after Ange Postecoglou was sacked by Nottingham Forest. And now, how it was sacked has been revealed. Let's take a look at the report. Check this out. A complete breakdown of how Ange Postecoglou was sacked by Nottingham Forest yesterday as per the Athletics. He was informed he has been sacked within roughly 10 minutes of the final whistle at the City Ground during a brief conversation with Jos Sirianos, the Global Technical Director in the tunnel area. His last act was to return to the locker room one final time to share a few words with the players. He told them he was sorry he could not do more for them and wished them all the best for the rest of the season. He then walked to his car alone and left. He did not even do the post-match press conference. Marinakis himself had left the City Ground roughly an hour before, opting to depart when Chelsea took a 2-0 lead almost immediately after the break. So we actually saw that drama when the match was going on. First half ended goalless. Marinakis was still in the stadium. But early in the second half, when Chelsea took a 2-0 lead at the 49th minute and also in the 52nd minute, within the space of 3 minutes, Chelsea have gone 2-0 up. Marinakis, talking about Nottingham Forest owner, actually left the stadium. And definitely, that sent a signal that something was definitely going to happen. And 10 minutes after the final whistle, reports came out that Ange Postecoglou has been sacked as Nottingham Forest manager. And the only thing he did was to go back to the locker room and give some few words to the players, telling them that he has actually disappointed them. He wished he could give them more, but there was no time for him to actually do that. And what happened next? He walked alone to his car. Nobody actually walked along with him in order to see him off to his car. He walked alone and actually drove off. But then, there was also a report that came out why he was employed by Nottingham Forest and also why he was being sacked. Check this out. Ange Postecoglou was hired by Nottingham Forest predominantly because of his success in winning the Europa League with Tottenham Hotspur last season. He was fired because the evidence increasingly suggested he might repeat the 17th place finish he led Tottenham to, or perhaps even worse. Forest did not keep a single clean sheet during his tenure and conceded 20 goals in his 8th game in charge. Well, the reason why he was actually hired by Nottingham Forest was actually good. I mean, he was hired because he led Tottenham Hotspur in their second season to be crowned champion of the Europa League. But they were still nursing that fear in their mind. Forest were nursing that fear in their mind after he was employed and seeing that after first 5 games, he is yet to actually win a match. Down to the 7th game, no win. That was when Marinakis began to consider parting ways with Ange Postecoglou. And after the Chelsea game, I think that was where the owner was convinced that it's time to part way with Ange Postecoglou, knowing fully well that if he doesn't take this decision, he's seeing a repeat of what happened at Tottenham Hotspur, finishing 17th, if not even worse, according to the report. So Marinakis parted ways with Ange Postecoglou, and currently Nottingham Forest are in search for a new manager to take over the place of Ange Postecoglou. Reports have it that some managers in that rank have include Sean Dyche and also Roberto Mancini. But in the last 24 hours, it has been reported that Roberto Mancini and Nottingham Forest could not reach any agreement. So Mancini is no longer part of that negotiation any longer. So it's up. Their potential candidate now, or potential replacement for Ange Postecoglou as Nottingham Forest manager, might just be Sean Dyche. So we wait to see how this play out in the coming days. So what do you make of the report coming in? Chelsea signing Dave Fallows as director of scouting and also pathway and player development for the club. And do you think Nottingham Forest actually took the right decision in sacking Ange Postecoglou? Drop your thoughts down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to ID.TV. So as I drop the video, you'll be seeing them first time. Bye for now.